Good morning student, myself Millie Sankla, and today our subject design of pre-stressed concrete structure. We start with our new module, that is pre-stress compression and tension member. Okay, here we study how the concept of tension member and compression member apply in pre-stressed concrete structure. One by one we discuss the tension member and one by one we discuss the compression member. First of all, we start with our tension member. Okay, now how we apply tension member in our pre-stressed concrete structure. First of all, pre-stressed tension member combine the strength of high tensile steel with rigidity of concrete, and unique resistance of tension consists with small deformation that cannot be obtained by either steel or concrete providing acting alone. That means this statement want to say that when we use concrete alone or when we use steel alone, we can't get ultimate strength. Okay, here we provide either steel or concrete, and this both material will be act as alone. Okay, we can't get a proper section. Okay, now when which type of structure use as a tension member? First of all, type of pre-stressed tension member we use in roads for arches, then staybacks for warehouses, staybacks for retaining walls, wall of cylindrical tank, pipe, silos, bridge members, tie members of trusses, and cell structure. Okay, this is the structure which will made up of tension member. Okay, the road that we construct for arches, then staybacks for warehouses, then retaining walls, cylindrical tanks, pipes, silos, bridge member, okay, the truss and the cell structure. Now next, when the pre-stressed concrete acquire strength for resisting any local bending, at the same time steel is stiffened and protected. Okay, that means in pre-stressed concrete member, when this member is resist the bending, at that time our steel is stiffened and protected. The basic behavior of pre-stressed tension member can be explained from the following point of view. Here we discuss the behavior of pre-stressed tension member when it is subjected to external load. Now one by one. First behavior, tension member can be considered as a especially made up of concrete under uniform compression, so that it can carry a tension produced by internal pressure or external load. Okay, simply the tension member may be constructed of concrete and it is carry a tension produced by external and internal load. If the concrete is not cracked, it is able to carry a total tensile force equal to the total effective pre-compression plus tensile capacity of concrete itself. That means what will be the meaning of this statement? That means if our concrete is not cracked due to internal and external load, it is able to carry a tensile force also and also compressive force. Okay, the capacity of tensile capacity and compressive capacity of concrete is itself. Now second case, tension member can be considered as a made up of high tensile steel which is pre-elongated to reduce its deflection under load. That means the tensile member that we use, it is high tensile steel and this tensile steel is pre-elongated. Okay, that means before use it is elongated, and this elongated member we use under the deflection. From this point of view, the ultimate strength of member is depend upon the tensile strength of steel. Okay, that means here we use the ultimate tensile strength of steel, but usable strength is often limited by excessive elongation of steel following the cracking of concrete. That means if we use strength is often limited by excessive elongation, because here we use a tensile steel that is before elongated when we deflect. Okay, so here excessive elongation is maybe happen in our tensile material, that means our string, our steel, and so that our concrete member is subjected to cracking. Now the third case, tension member can be considered as a combined steel and concrete whose strain and stress before cracking can be evaluated assuming elastic behavior and taking into account the effect of shrinkage and creep. Okay, this one is the proper case. Okay, tension member can be considered as a steel and concrete member whose stress and strain before cracking can be evaluated. Okay, and assuming as a elastic behavior and taking into account effect of shrinkage and creep. Here we discuss different behavior of tension member. In first case the member is only concrete, second the member is only steel, and third is our steel and concrete both. Okay, now next, analysis of tension member. First we analysis for elastic design. Here one bar is given and it is subjected to tensile force, and then this one is the section which is applied vertically. When we cut the bar with respect to this section AA, in first section we can see 1 2 3 4 number of bars, and this one is the transfer section. In this section we can see the tendon bars are provided. Now in elastic design, first of all, what is PO? PO is equal to total initial pre-stress, and P is equal to total effective pre-stress after losses. Compressive stress in concrete due to pre-stressing force alone, FC is equal to PO by AC, where FC is equal to initial pre-stress, that is for initial pre-stress. Now FC is equal to P by AC, and that is for effective pre-stress. Here we use FP and here we use PO. Now what is AC? AC is equal to actual area of concrete. Okay, the section that we use, and here we take actual area of concrete. Now when the external load T is applied, both the steel and concrete will elongated by same amount. Thus the cross section of member can be transferred into equivalent area of concrete equal to AE is equal to MAP plus AC, where M is equal to modular ratio and AP is equal to area of pre-stressing steel. AC is equal to actual area of concrete is equal to AG minus AP. Okay, and AG is equal to gross area of concrete and AP is equal to area of pre-stressing steel. After that AG is common, and from this MAP minus AP, M minus 1 into AP. AE is equal to equivalent area of concrete at transformed area. AP is equal to area of pre-stressing steel. AC is equal to actual area of concrete. AG is equal to gross area of concrete. M is equal to modular ratio, and that is equal to ratio of modulo of elasticity of steel divided by EC. Now equation number 2 is valid only when tendon are grounded. Okay, this equation is valid. Okay, last this equation is here we give this equation is equation number 2, and this equation is valid for only when tendon are grouted. That means ki cement slurry are provided within the tendons. Okay, but if tendon is ungrouted, equation number 1 can be more conveniently applied with A. Refer to net concrete area. In case of ungrouted tendons, the area of hole in concrete will be greater than AP. Now this one is the condition of ungrouted. That means if grouting is not done in tendon, then we have to apply this equation: gross area AG, gross area of concrete, is equal to MAP plus ACM. Here AP, then AG minus area of all four tendons. When we apply tendons in our pre-stressed concrete member, we have to minus the all of these tendons. Okay. Now tensile stress in concrete and steel due to external tension T is equal to Ft is equal to T by AE. T is equal to our external load, AE is equal to our equivalent area in concrete, and Fp is equal to modular ratio T divided by AE in steel. The resultant stress due to effective pre-stress and external tensile T are Fc is equal to P by AC minus T by AC. Okay, first of all we find out only stresses and then we find out resultant stresses. Now resultant stresses first we discuss for concrete. Fc is equal to P by AC minus T by AC. Okay, then Fp, that is resultant stress in steel, is equal to Fpe plus M T by AE. Now what is Fpe? Fpe is equal to effective pre-stress in steel. Okay, here Po by AC is equal to our initial stress in concrete and P by AC is equal to our effective stress in concrete. Okay, after the losses, strain in concrete reduced to epsilon Ce P by AC into EC. P is our effective pre-stress, AC is equal to area of concrete, EC is equal to modulus of elasticity of concrete. Under the action of external load T, the strain in concrete is given by T by AE into EC. Okay, when our pre-stressed concrete tension member is subjected to external load T, the strain in concrete is given by T by AE into EC, and when it is subjected to effective pre-stress, then AC into EC, and here we take a equivalent area, and the equation of equivalent area we discuss. In all the cases, the value of EC is depend on the level of stress, age of concrete, and effect of creep. Okay, here we in analysis portion first we discuss the analysis for elastic design. Okay, now we in next session we discuss for another point. Just now we stop here. Okay.